Hey, Stavi, I have a question. I have something I guess I want some feedback on.
Okay.
We're here for you.
One of the only times that a man has ever bought me a drink at a bar, he was blind.
Oh, no.
Terrible stats.
And I was at the bar with my friend. You know, my friend, like, struck up a conversation with him, like, at the bar. And, yeah, he was like, oh, let me, like, you know, purchase some libations for these two young, beautiful women. And this is the crazy part is, like, okay, this is, like, one of the only times I can remember from college being bought a drink at a bar was by a blind guy. And his friend was there with him.
I mean, that's a Family Guy joke.
His friend was definitely saying to him, like, dude, like, you just bought two fat chicks, like, drinks. Like, don't whatever. But I was like a muscular size 14 with like awesome tits and like a beautiful smile in college. Now I really am like, you know, a true fatty.
Sure.
But then it was like, I don't know. I guess I'm just wondering, like, are men really that fat phobic?
I mean, yes.
Is that the sense? Do other men know that other men are fat phobic? Is that something that we're talking about? I just feel like I did not get as much play as I should have as a striking, you know, size 14 beauty. So yeah, that blind guy bought me drinks. His friend told him that we were two fat chicks and not to go for it. It was just that one round, and his seeing eye dog was named Jamal. And the guy was white. Who named that dog Jamal?
All right, let's relax.
Okay, yeah. Right.
Let's not.
Right.
This is part of the problem. Yeah. Let's just stay on the thing. Let's not try and just we're mad at society, start making causing issues.
Right.
Jamal is a fine name.
Who named that fucking dog?
Yeah.
A black man?
Yeah. Let's leave the dog out of this. Yes, look, I get that. I mean, I know what you mean. Like, I remember looking at pictures of myself where I was like in college, like my whole life I've thought I was like too fat.
Me too.
And then you look at yourself in college and it's like, I was handsome. Like, I was not bad looking at all. Like, I have fucked as an atrocious looking man.
Right.
And if I had my confidence at that age, it's like, and so, like, you know, I don't doubt that, like, you know, you look at college you and you're like, yeah, what the fuck? I should have been getting a little dick, and maybe you were, you know, insecure in ways you shouldn't have been. Are men fat phobic? I mean, is society incredibly fat phobic? Yeah, I mean,
depends on I've seen more men lately come out and say, I need a little cushion.
That's coming.
But, you know, guys, when they say that, they mean, like, tits and ass on a
just the
skinny
biggest
girl,
tits you've ever seen in your life.
But not like a fully regular fat person.
Yeah. But there are people.
Jamal probably was into
the dog.
Jamal wanting that fat ass white chick.
She's back on Wild and Out mode, folks.
Yo.
Maddie takes out a fucking notepad. She's like, Jamal, fat bitch.
Jamal, see a dog named Jamal. He tried to get in them cheeks. He bought us some Hennessy. Hilarious.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think guys like every guy's kind of different.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I do think there are people who are attracted to fat people.
Yeah.
That because of the stigma won't admit it. Like there's definitely a thing of there's a culture, especially like young guys, where it's like they're fucking women in a very gay way. Where they're doing it to show their boys. And they're doing it to like gain points amongst their male friends.
Totally.
And there are people who are definitely attracted to bigger people that probably wouldn't do it. Or like even this example of like that guy was having a good time. Mm-hmm. And it's like, and probably it's not that he didn't want to keep talking to you because he bought you some drinks, whatever.
Right.
Like it's just that he valued his friend's approval at that age more than he did, because it's not a sure thing he gets to fuck you. It's a coin flip whether he gets to fuck you or not.
Right.
But it's 100% he scores points with his boy if he disses you or whatever. Right.
Oh,
if he's
true.
So like, I think that happens a lot. And I think you are right about, about like, unfortunately, yes, fat people get treated worse. And I'm all about acceptance and like, living your best life, whatever. But I just know that I've been treated better by people when I weighed less.
Oh, yeah.
When I weighed less, I know that it's like, I'm in the perfect type of like my life is very hilarious because it's like some people treat me so, like, I am internet famous and I look like shit. And I live in an immigrant community.
Right.
And immigrants really don't fucking care about fat people,
At
right?
all. Yeah.
And so the swings of like politeness, customer service, the way people treat me goes from like, whoa, oh, you're fucking, including like hot women to men, whatever.
Right.
I get treated like insanely famous and like I'm the man, right? And then I will go to a restaurant and like people will be like, they'll look at me, they'll be like, ew, like a waitress will be like scared to like, you know what I mean? Like they'll just see the fattest bald fat Greek guy that they're like, ew, disgusting.
Everyone in the restaurant's like.
And so I know firsthand that like, like I have cultivated a life where I get treated good. And then even people who don't fuck with me, it's like because of my personality, I can talk my way into getting friends or whatever.
Yeah.
But there is no way around it. Society treats you bad if you are a fat person and they don't think they can get anything out of you.
Agreed.
If you're
especially for women.
Especially for women.
Yeah.
And that's what sucks too, is like there might be guys that are attracted to you, but it's like then they might mistreat you because that like society just like, that like let me see your fucking tits.
Yeah.
Like there's a meme going around where it's like it was just like, talking to a man as a fat girl, and it's just like a guy being like, show me your nipples, what color are your nipples? It's like, hey, how you doing? Like matching on a dating app as a fat girl. And it's like they see you as less than, they just this is just truth, right?
They'll see fat girls and think like, oh, they're so fat and they're so like self-empowered that they probably fuck. They probably fuck like crazy. Totally. Because they've had to live in that fat body. And they had to own it.
They don't want to just be taken out on a nice date like any other human being. They want to come over and suck my dick.
They want
You know what they say? They're good at sucking dick, fat whores.
Fat chicks.
So it's like, and look, I don't know what and this is just reality from your fat pal Stavros, right? And like, it's tough. It's just very tough. You're treated worse. And so if that's the feedback you're looking for, yes, unfortunately, we're going to confirm your worst fears. And that's not saying that's everybody, right? That's not saying that like everyone treats you that way, but it's like on balance, it's just harder. And I totally feel for fat women because it's so much easier to be a fat guy.
It's crazy. When I was in college, I was always like kind of like athletic growing up, probably how she was talking. And then I lost all this weight in college, like went down to like 120 pounds.
Whoa.
The guy started, first time in my life ever. Then gained it all back.
Wow.
For research, obviously.
For this call.
It was for a sociology class. And then no one looked at me. If anything, they were like disgusted. It went from like they were flocking to me like you're beautiful.
Right.
I have to tell you you're beautiful. To like right through me.
Right.
Yeah.
That kind of shit.
Crazy.
I will say too, we talk about this all the time, how like, we look at pictures of ourselves in college when we felt so fucking fat, and now we're like, oh wow, actually I would kill to get back to that fucking weight now. And it's like, well, the bottom line is like, you were still in college when everyone was less fat and just looked better because they were like younger or whatever. And in college, if anything, like just the unfair whatever dating standards are like amplified by like fucking 18 to 22 year olds. That being said, one day you're going to look back at pictures of yourself now, like 10 years down the line, and be like, oh, what I would kill to fucking be back there. So you got to think like that. And it's like, just feel good about yourself now and like do whatever you can to gas yourself up a little. And that just that alone will make like dating feel better and like,
Yeah.
No, you're right. And I also want to say this. And Maddy, your grandfather didn't because you were a fat drunk in college.
I appreciate that.
Right? So we'll let you stay on. Yeah. But everyone who's not fat, turn the podcast off right now.
Please turn it off.
If you're not fat, you got to give us a couple minutes here, okay? You got to lose a little weight.
A little. It's empowering.
I hate admitting this around non-fat people.
It's empowering.
It feels good. Yeah. No one should be treated bad because they're fat. We agree on that.
Agreed.
And definitely like people who just got a genetic lottery and don't eat as much and don't like.
Of course, it sucks that they exist. It sucks Sydney Sweeney exists, and I do too.
Well, yeah, but it sucks the people that feel superior because they just got. This isn't their issue, right? Like, and it is unfair that it's like, it's such a, and it's, humans are so simple that it's a visible, they just look at it. And anyone who's visibly different, and then these people have nothing going on in their lives, like, well, at least I'm not a fat piece of shit. At least I have willpower. Meanwhile, they have gonorrhea. They are cocaine addicts. Whatever.
Texts,
exactly. Sending those, being pieces of shit.
Destructive ways.
Whatever, right? It's unfortunate being fat is one of the things everyone feels superior to because that humans are base and ugly if we really get down to it.
Yeah.
But you just gotta lose a little weight. And you can't feel sorry for yourself, like being like what's the crux of this question? Why didn't I get more dick when I was hot? Right? Why didn't I get more dick in college? It's like you can't feel sorry for yourself. Society is unfair, but we still have to still swim in these waters.
Yeah.
And it's not fair, whatever. You're allowed to be fucking mad about it, but you also should lose a little weight. You'll feel better.
Feel good.
And that's not sometimes we overdo the acceptance is one thing and not being treated bad is one thing. But I can tell you as a person who has been fatter than I am now, I felt bad.
Yeah.
Physically bad. I felt unhealthy. And even now it's like I'm working to lose weight because the older you get, the harder it is on your joints, everything, your heart, whatever. And you'll just feel better. It's good for you. We're not saying you got to fucking, have a drastic thing, but
get some steps, drink some water.
Look and feel a little better. And I really do mean feel is the important part.
Agreed.
But unfortunately, losing weight does make you feel better. And you can't, I know this deck is stacked against you, but you can only feel sorry for yourself so much, and you have to work hard. And hopefully you'll find somebody who's supportive. Hopefully you have friends in your life who are supportive, because I've seen that too. I've seen people who just are the butt of their friend group as the fat person, right? Yeah. Surround yourself around people who are helping you be the best version of yourself possible. That striking beauty still there. And like Eldis said, you're going to look at picture yourself now, even if you do nothing, and be in the future, be fuck, why don't I look like that? But you'll feel better, I promise you.
And you can do little steps at first, just a few little movements, some water. Weigh yourself every day.
Watch Stavi gets ripped.
Changes. Watch Stavi gets ripped.
We have a fitness series where the person is incredibly fat and is making very slow progress. Okay, watch that. But anyway, okay, everybody who's not fat can come back in now.
Hey, you guys.
What's up? Don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
Don't worry about what we were talking about.
All.
It's not your business.
Yeah.
It is not your business.